Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with episodes 24 and 25 of Spy Family. The finale. So it's time to see how this season ends off. Like I've said before, we do already have a season 2 confirmed, as well as a movie. So I'll probably react to those going forward. And I apologize again for taking so long to get to episodes 20 and beyond. Considering I reacted to I reacted to the last of that beforehand in, December, almost a year ago. But we're here now. We're finally getting this finished. And I am excited to see how this closes. This has been a great series. I really do enjoy it. And And if the hints last time were anything to go by, we might be getting some your focus here. I don't know if these two episodes are going to be directly connected or if they're going to be their own things still, but we'll see. But with this ending and everything, I'm just going to say right now, I've already talked about what's replacing this. Because when I first brought this back, I already explained, it's like, oh yeah, this is coming back, and it's a good chance, too, to bring in this extra slot, because there's a show starting soon, and there's no other way for me to get it onto the schedule anyway. And that is, of course, the live-action One Piece, which starts this week, this Thursday. So, with us finishing this now, we will be able to get to that right away, right as it comes out. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited for that. But in the meantime, we still have 2 episodes to go here, and I'm definitely invested to see how this closes off the season. Excuse me. But that all being said, let's just get this going. And again, sorry for the yawning. It's just, I don't know why. I don't feel like that tired. It's just a lot of yawning for some reason. But let's get this going. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode, or episodes. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So outside of Anya going shopping with Becky and yours little story there, which was unfortunately cut short. I honestly wish yours part was the entire episode 24 instead of just half of it, basically. Aside from those two things, though, episode 25 was kind of the culmination of the entire first season so far. And of, I guess, just the series as a whole, with the main goal and mission of Twilight, of Lloyd. It was only the first encounter, the first meeting with Donovan Desmond, but the fact remains that it was a meeting. The two got to talk, and it's a lie. Obviously, it didn't go too heavily into, political stuff or whatnot. It wasn't going to. But with this, Lloyd could help learn to figure out more about him, which still helps in their overall mission, their overall goal. This was a massive deal. It was a really massive deal, and the fact that he did so as Lloyd Forger rather than under any other disguise is kind of impressive, honestly. Utilizing his time spent, his time that was going to be spent mostly with his son, with Damien, and getting to have a short conversation. It was extremely well handled, and there were certain things that were like that were really well done specifically, like right when I was like saying like, okay, don't push him now though. Like Lloyd actively brings that up in his mind and everything. It's like, yeah, yeah. It's like you don't want to make him be suspicious. It's like this is a guy who very well the state of these countries, their safety could be in his hands. So you definitely don't want to push him. You don't want to make him suspicious. You don't want to make him worried. And this guy is already famously suspicious. He's extremely guarded and very, very rarely lets that guard down. So this is an excessively helpful moment for Lloyd and them to take advantage of, and they did. Lloyd did a great job for Wise and now has quite a bit to report. But again, it was only the first meeting. There is more that's going to have to come. Anya kind of stated that she had already given up on earning more Stellas, but honestly, she can't. She needs to be able to get into the Imperial Scholars room. She needs to be able to attend that meeting. No matter how hard or unlikely it seems, that's the most useful way, let's put it that way, for her to be able to, or for Lloyd to be able to complete his mission. It's like her trying to just befriend Damien. It's like, yeah, that might move things along a little bit, especially after this conversation, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to help as much as, I don't think it's going to work as much as we think it is. I think that she still needs to try for the Stellas. But going back to the your part in episode 24, it was way too quick. Like, the conversation they had and everything was nice, and yeah, the joke of Yor being drunk in it, so she didn't remember any of it, and Lloyd had to tell her again. But I feel like there should have been more to that than just half of an episode of her worrying, then him inviting her out to the bar for some drinks, and them having a confrontation about it all. I just really feel like an entire episode should have been dedicated to that. And don't get me wrong, I like the stuff with Becky and Anya going on their little shopping trip. That was really cute and fun. And Anya getting the sheep keychain for Becky and showing that this is Becky's first friend, that she's never had any other friends before Anya, and that this clearly means a lot to her, even if she won't say it. Like, that's a big freaking deal. And it's cute as hell. It's super adorbs to see these two just genuinely getting along and enjoying each other's company. Like, that's great. But it also kind of felt out of place, because the Yor stuff was built up to, especially with the Fiona episodes. That felt like that was going to be a bigger deal. Instead, you only give half an episode to it. And the stuff with Anya and Becky, it's like we've been seeing their relationship. We've been seeing them as friends throughout the season. This really wasn't needed. It wasn't need. You didn't need to emphasize that again and everything. We got it. So it just felt like an extra little thing was added in that wasn't needed. And I have been told recently in some comments, I've been getting some new comments on some of these episodes. Apparently I've been told that there are certain parts of this that are either extended or completely originated in the anime. Um, and that's really interesting. Let me see if I can bring any of that up to give you some examples of what I'm talking about here. I've been getting these comments on my videos just recently. I'll keep the user's name private unless they wish to share it. If this ever comes up. But yeah, basically just on some of the older videos and stuff as well. And it's like talking about, let me see here, okay. Comments. They should be recent because they're some of the more recent comments I've gotten. I want to just address them here. If this loads up. But just talking about, like, I guess the various things that went into this compared to, like, the manga and whatnot. And keep in mind, I'm an anime only, so I have not read the manga. I don't know how a lot of this compares to the manga. The only things I've seen from the manga are certain facial reactions from Anya, because people are just, like, comparing how it looked in the manga to the anime and saying, oh, this looks really good in the anime. And that was back when the series was, like, first starting and everything, too, mind you. So that's not even, like, recent stuff at all. But anyway, so the user, one thing mentioned, so the second part of episode 19 and the second part of episode 20, for example, are both pure anime filler. They are not canon to the manga. They do not happen in the manga. They are pure anime filler. They were just added in to fill time, I guess. And apparently episodes 3, 5, and 10 expanded on manga material by inserting additional anime-only scenes to the already canon events that happened in the manga. Specific scenes and whatnot were extended or inserted that expanded on what we already had. And apparently in the case of episode 5 specifically, also gave the animators the opportunity to show off their skills. Since the scenes in the tailor shop in episode 3 are anime only, is an example being used here. In those scenes, Yor doesn't tell the tailor that she got married, otherwise it would create a plot hole later in episode 6. In which the tailor is surprised about that. The whole of episode 12, as well as the second parts of 16, 17, plus the post-credit, and 21, can be considered as manga canon, but are based on side manga chapters. Okay. And some of them were not published as part of the regular series, but initially only in the magazine, which is the reason why in the first part of episode 12, the viewers are being re-informed about what the main characters actually are. So you get, like, I've been getting, like, interesting little info about stuff like that. And there's other things about, like, other episodes too, and, like, what terms mean in the Japanese and everything. So yeah, it's been pretty interesting to learn some of this. To get informed about stuff that I just wouldn't know otherwise. Hopefully there wasn't much lag there going on while I was reading all that, but yeah. Either way, I very much enjoyed this series, and like I said, when the movie and season 2 comes out, I have no idea when those are supposed to, but when they do, I'll more than likely react to them as well. But yeah. Yeah, this was a good closure to the season. It felt like a good season finale with, again, the big first step, like a real big first step to meeting Donovan and getting to learn about him and everything. It's kind of part of the main plot to do so. But like I also said in the pre-thoughts, this series season ending the reason I brought this back right at the time that I did, and the reason why I added an extra slot for it, is because now that this is finished, we can get to the live action One Piece series on Netflix this Thursday. It is coming this Thursday, and I plan to get to it right away because I am just that excited for it. It's just everything I've been seeing from it has made me more and more excited. I saw the video with Iñaki Godoy, the actor for Luffy, meeting Eiichiro Oda, the obviously mangaka behind One Piece. And so I'm super excited just to see everything that the series has in store for us. I haven't watched, I think there's been like another trailer or two that have come out that I haven't checked out. Because even though I know more or less what's going to happen, because it's the same as in the anime and manga, I want to remain spoiler free as to how the how the actors deliver scenes and whatnot. I don't want to see everything. I don't want to see like certain characters yet, and how they're performed yet. They've been releasing a lot of clips. I know they released a clip showing Zeph, for example. I don't want to see that yet. I want to wait till I actually see the episode to see Zeph and to see him interacting with Sanji. So I'm very excited for that. That will be coming this week for sure. And yeah, that will just take over right away. But in the meantime, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of these final 2 episodes of Spy Family, Season 1 at least? Let me know your thoughts down below, and for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.